What's up, guys? It's your girl Chris, and guess what? Satan don't want me to let y'all know that y'all soulmate still alive. I just telling you. And how I know that's true? Oh, Satan fighting me today. Look at see, he's still fighting little bug. Satan fight me today in making this video. Okay, but you know your girl is speaking on like a ninja on this road. Okay, so anyway. Y'all remember how back in the day when them old couples get married and how when one died, the next one died right behind? Oh yes, it's still like that. So if you still alive, your soulmate is still alive. That is why in the Bible, it took its time to tell you how God created Eve out of Adam's rib. That shows you the unbreakable connection that he has placed between soulmates whom God put together, that no man will put asunder. Okay, I believe in the invisible string that keeps you together, and I believe and it's evident that Satan keeps you from missing. You will come so close. Some of you have already met your soulmate or know of your soulmate, but just can't get together because of Satan's system. So reality is, if y'all never met, if the two strangers who are soulmates never meet, all that means is that y'all didn't fight to come together. Okay? And how do you do that? So if soulmate Joe die, his soulmate Joanne, no, that means they sisters and brother. No, his soulmate Lucy can die right behind him, regardless. Okay? Regardless. That's just how it works. Okay? None of y'all fought for y'all purpose in life because you could meet other ways, but when all fails, God put it whereas you will meet your soulmate once you go on your purpose in life, once you fulfill your fulfillment of your dreams or your purpose in life, once you reach that goal. I know many of us will say, well, child, I don't know what my purpose in life is. Nobody has a clue. Why we don't have a clue? What do you do when you don't have a clue of what to do with something? You go to the manual, the instructions. The instructions for our lives is the Bible. The manual for our lives is the Bible. What does the Bible say? Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all shall be and his righteousness, and all shall be added unto you, right? Exactly. Because God wants you to come to him first so that he could guide you and show you, expose to you who you are. Okay? He tells you who you are when you come to him. Okay? So step by step, you'll end up going right into your purpose. When you go to God, when you have that relationship with God, you come to God, you will go into your purpose and you will find the love of your life. Okay? Exactly. Because if you was a plumber, your soulmate can have plumbing problems. Okay? And you can be go right there, boom, magic. That's how it was created to work. So none of you, if both of you died, none of you did what you were supposed to do. Okay? And why could that possibly have happened? Because maybe both of you were in bondage to sin. This is why Satan don't want you to see your purpose in life, because his goal is to destroy love. Okay? Because kingdom spouses will do kingdom things, and that's big things. Okay, that ain't small things, that's big things. All right? Good. The second reason why it's so important for you to go to God first is because there is no good, perfect relationship in this world without God as the cornerstone, without God as the head. Okay? You need God. This is why you come to God first, so you will learn how to obey God, submit to God, so that when you meet your soulmate, y'all could withstand the attacks of the enemy. Okay? Y'all could withstand the witchcraft sent to you by the enemy. Any good relationship of believers, of two people who have their spirit intact, the enemy attacks. Okay, so he'll send witchcraft to this man to make a witch will send witchcraft to your husband and make him fall in love undeniably with her through witchcraft, and then he started cheating, and then he end up going in bondage to sin, and now you have the rain havoc on the family and the cycle. You because 90% of the world in a relationship with a witch or a warlock. Okay, so and then the devil win with that relationship too. So then that's a good relationship gone to the dogs. Okay? So that's why I go to God. You must make your house in your relationship, in your love life, bulletproof from the enemy. All right? All right. And that's why it's not good to meet your soulmate ahead of time. Okay? God's timing is perfect. Because if you do meet your soulmate ahead of time, your soulmate is the one person that could really cause you to lose your spirit, because you would love them undeniably. Like you would love them so much because you can't help it. You all got body parts in each other and thing. You know, that connection, that unbreakable connection. So just how it's dangerous for you to even reach your soulmate ahead of time, because you could break your soulmate's spirit, and the two of y'all will be just a couple for the devil, because we have those out there, those evil couples for the devil. Yeah, we have those out there. That's what has happened. So and that's the witches and warlocks goal, by the way, to break your spirit, so y'all can have a more peaceful satanic couple. Okay, so just as your soulmate could be the number one person that could easily break your spirit, your soulmate is also a healer to your spirit. Okay, so love breaks the curse. Love breaks the curse. Okay, because what happens is, let's visit love. Let's visit what the Bible says about love. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It says, charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. So first thing I noticed, I was like, okay, charity, why are we calling it charity? So in the Bible, the meaning of charity is the highest form of love. Come on, somebody, the highest form of love. That's what soulmates is all about. The highest form of love. And what does charity mean? To give in order to save. My God. When you come in contact with your soulmate, you will love them so much that you'll be willing to take a bullet for that man or that woman. Which means if one of y'all in bondage, the person in bondage will love you so much that they'll be willing to die for you than to hurt you and break your spirit. Okay? Because and what is that? That's exactly what needs to happen in order for y'all to come out of bondage and sin. Y'all have to be willing to die. Y'all have to be willing to lay down your life to get out of the sin, to get out of the threats of the enemy, to burst past the lies and the threats of the enemy. The only thing that's dangerous about that is if you be willing to die over your soulmate, you surely will die if you don't have God's protection. That's why you have to go to God first. Now we talk about how you would love them so much that they will lay their life down with you, but also they would heal you, because they are the remedy to all the trauma you experience. Like they specialize in what you lack. Some things you need to know. We in the last days, and 90% of the world in a relationship with witches and warlocks right now. Okay? I can just say witches in general. 90% of the world in relationship with witches right now. Okay? Because just how God come to create sever the ties, put a sword between people, he come to sever the ties between any believers. He don't want no believers together, no type of believers together. No, not even friendship. Okay, anytime two believers or a person who still have, or two people who still in contact with their spirit, like full contact, they're or two chosen people. Anytime two chosen people come together, as y'all would call it, the devil comes and he attacks the relationship some way. Whether he gotta let a person stir up demons in the person to make problems, yeah, he attacks it. Okay, he attacks those friendships. He don't want nothing to do with bonds. Okay, true bonds, because it's love. Every type of love he tries to destroy. You could be in a relationship with a witch or a warlock, and they're a good person, but they are just not the one for you. Okay? Why is that? Because they are mandated, they are in bondage to sin, and they are mandated to disrupt your peace, to try and break your spirit and bring you all over to the devil's side. Okay? Bring you over to the devil's side. And the Bible warns about being unequally yoked. Y'all are unequally yoked because when you're in a relationship with this witch or the warlock, their job is to keep you from fulfilling your purpose and keep you from getting closer to God. Okay? That's their job. Two simple things that they got to do. And once they keep those things in check and they make you miserable to break your spirit, yeah, no, and then they got to break your spirit. They got to treat you bad in some kind of way, whatever way they got to do to, break your spirit. And how do they break your spirit? By disrupting your peace. When you are in a relationship with a witch and a warlock, you'll be unequally yoked, which will disrupt your peace. Okay? That therefore creates a problem. Now you have two types of relationships with witches and warlocks. You got the relationship where the witch don't like the person and they don't care about the person and they would run over that person, raggy that person, treat that person dead bad and be doing all kinds of things to gain. That's one witch. She ain't like you. I could see plenty people like that. I won't call names, but I can behave on Facebook. I just know them. They married, and you don't never see no pictures of them with their spouse. You only see them with their kids having a great time and a great life. They never want to show their spouse and things like that. That's a good indicator. Okay, witches who don't like their spouse. And you have the witches that actually are in love with their spouse and they continue to bring disruption and havoc to their life because they actually want to gain things for your relationship. They want to gain for your relationship. They want the material gain so that they could better your life together because they actually love you. But it's still but as the innocent person, as the victim, you don't know what they're doing. So it still pushes you away. It still makes you want to leave. It still pushes you away. It still makes you, probably pushes you into cheating, which is the devil's playing ground, which is exactly what the devil wants to happen in those situations. Because once you cheat on a witch that love you, that gives the witch the animosity, the ammo against you to really use that magic on you, to really hurt you, to really take you down. That plays exactly into what the devil wants, any which way. You see how he's win it which way? He win if you don't like your spouse. He wins if you don't like your movie, and he wins if you like your movie. The boy will be like. So either which way, it's very dangerous to be in a relationship with a witch or a warlock. Very dangerous, and especially one who was a heartbroken one. Oh gee, because when you do something to them that gonna activate that demon in them, that narcissistic demon that they have in them, that activates the demon to be in control. See, the vessel is a nice person, but that demon, when you wake up that demon in them, that narcissistic demon in them, it doesn't matter what they was doing to you. That's how narcissistic people is. It don't matter that I do these things to you. It matters that you hurt me. Don't matter that I bring you to the point to hurt me. All it matters is that you hurt me. That narcissistic demon can take over, and that demon can annihilate you. That demon can want break you down. Okay? That demon wants to bring you to submission. So they will hurt you in the worst way with their witchcraft. They will do whatever they have to do to humble you and to make you pay for hurting them. Dangerous. Okay? So they may even still want you. They still want you. But they will make you pay. They will humble you. They will break you down to the max. They may even make you sick. They may even conjure up demons inside you to make you sick so you can remember who's boss. So you will need them to eat. You need them to wipe your fanny and to humble you and bring you back into subjection to remember why you should never leave them or you should never do them wrong. This is a prime example of where your abuser becomes your rescuer. And this is, man, listen to me, witches and warlocks do this all day, all day, all year, all day. They be the ones that's setting up things and putting you in things so they can come and look like the rescuer to keep you mentally enslaved to believing they're your hero so that you never leave them. Oh Lord, my people. But y'all witches and warlocks need to know that y'all have a soulmate. Y'all minimizing your life as well under Satan. And I also want to say this, that God don't like to put things asunder. God don't like to put marriages asunder. Let me just say that. But he does not agree with you being unequally yoked to a person because you would not have the God as the head of the home. If you are with a witch and a warlock, and because you know the Bible say the believer can cover the unbeliever, right? Okay, so the believer could help the witch to come on this side if the witch or warlock is willing to conform to God's way, to Yahweh, and make Yahweh the head, and stop doing foolishness for Satan, and stop bringing havoc to your life, okay, and stop interfering and disrupting your peace, and y'all can have a happy marriage. Good. But if that witch or warlock is not willing to conform and submit to this Yahweh as the head of the home, that's why the man is the head of the home. God is the head of the home. Then husband, then wife. Okay? So if they ain't willing to do that, then God is willing to sever the ties between you and that marriage. So let's prove it. In Deuteronomy 13:6-10, it says, if thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, this is what we came to see, the wife or husband of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, because we the seed of Abraham, okay? We come straight from the line, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee. That means of a short distance from thee, or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. So I in the Bahamas, I can need you to carry a hip to China, okay? So that's what that means. Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken, listen unto him, neither shall thine eye pity him. Don't have no pity on him. Neither shalt thou spare him. Don't spare him. Kick him to the curb. Neither shalt thou conceal him. Don't try to cover up nothing for him. Okay? Kick him to the curb. Kick her to the curb. But thou shalt surely kill him. It says, thine hand should be the first upon him to put him to death. Okay, and afterwards, the hands of all the people, the hands of all the people, all his whole family, because it's a family generational thing what he dealing with or she dealing with. You put him to death and you put the whole family to death. To death today can be divorce them, get rid of them, don't fool with them. Them, not the whole family. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he had sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. He sought to thrust you away from your Savior, your God, and put you back in bondage. God is a just God, okay? And he don't believe in his people being treated unkindly and being enslaved. He don't want his children to be enduring abuse. The abuse and the wicked intent breaks the covenant. It perverts the marriage. Marriage is supposed to be an example of how Christ loves the church, but instead they sought to defile that. Nowadays, people are safer not getting married because the devil has weaponized marriage against God's people to enslave God's people. God is a God of refuge. God is a God of setting the captives free. That's why my purpose in life, I bring you Love gone viral to rectify this problem. And we will rectify this problem. Okay? So this is your proof that you have all rights to divorce this person. God said, kill him, stone him to death. God said, you got the first hand. You deserve to have the first hand to not only kill him and stone him, but to annihilate the whole family, everybody who was involved. Okay? God desires for you to have love and be loved, cherished. God desires for your partner to nurture you and restore you from your trauma that the world has done for you, not to cause further harm. So since we're on the topic of love, it's no other time, no better time than to talk about giving yourself over, finding the courage, being brave, and giving yourself over to God. Yahweh, be willing to lay down your life for God. Start your relationship with God and let Him guide you to when it's the right time to make that run for it, because you are a slave in Satan's system and you have to break free. So brace yourself for the impact and prepare for the escape, because we go in the war, baby. We go in the war. This has been your girl Chris from Love Go Viral. I hate when I say that. I don't know why I started saying that the devil is a liar. From Love Gone Viral, past tense, because it happened and it done happen. We done win. Hey, we done win. Until next time.